All right. Well, we'll get started. Okay. I wanted to share this again from She Works His Way. It's so good in my every morning. I feel like at some point. But something with business and life, I was reminding myself yesterday is like the story of the Israelites after they've been like let go of slavery or whatever, but then they get to the Red Sea and it's like, oh no, we're gonna die now, and here we are, and then like the Lord comes and it's like not only does he like keep them safe from the Egyptians coming after them, but then he gives them provision to like cross the Red Sea. And I was like, it's just such a good reminder in life and in business that like when you feel like, Lord, where are you? I've been asking for this, or like this is scary or whatever it is. It's like he's not only gonna like protect you, he's gonna provide provision for you. And in the She Works His Way app today, it kind of just references the Israelites, and it talks about how for them, God was providing food for them once they were like out of slavery, but he said like he'd provide it one day at a time, which is like a big deal. He was like, basically he's not providing. It may not always look like he gives you everything you need all the time because he wants you to have faith in him every single day. And like, so he gave them manna like for each day. They had to trust him for every day. And I kind of feel like personally, like in our finances, that's how we've been the past couple months. Is like, but like, can we like get past this point of like struggle right now? Like every month is a struggle, and it's like it was just a good reminder of like, hey, it's like he's gonna provide, but it's just faith every month. It's just like learning to like trust him every month. And so whether it's like business or life, I felt like that could apply in parenting and everything. But for me specifically, I feel like money's been a big thing on my mind. So that's where like that like spoke to me. But even with business, like Jamie, I was thinking about like you have this goal of 3 people and you're like, Lord, come on. And it's like, you trust him for the one person. Okay. Then you trust him the second. And he's like, oh, you just keep having faith. And it was basically, it said, God doesn't need to give you margin to do more. He'll do more through you if you have faith. So basically, like he doesn't need to like give it to you like in huge amounts, like the margin piece, but he just wants you to have faith little by little. So
yeah,
but he'll still provide, So I don't know. It's good.
It's good, Brett.
And encouraging, but and I've just been reminded of like in the midst of like desiring big things in my business and stuff, like one of the words I like chose for the year is to abide. And I'm like, it's not about just like getting to the destination, but it's about like my journey with God through it. And so I feel like that's a big deal of like reminding myself too. But
so good.
Yeah, so since it's the first of the month, I wanted to talk about our goals for the month and then just like pray a little bit about our groups and like the Bible study that's going to be happening, because I don't know, with the online Bible study we have like 94 people in there, which is awesome. And I feel like it's just going to be really good as I've been reading the book and preparing for it. I'm like, it's such good like content. And so I just feel like just want to pray that the Lord's going to do stuff. And that's like another place, just trusting the Lord that like as I genuinely like love on people and invest in people, like it will change their lives, one, and it will, and it won't just be meaningless over here. Like we'll see like the benefits of it, like helping people. And so, yeah, but let's start by sharing our goals since it's the first of the month. Wanted to talk about goals, like just in general numbers, like what's your like success club goal this month? What's like a general business goal or specific? Like the more specific, the more we can like pray directly for it. But and then 3, what's just a personal goal? So I can go first, so y'all can think about it, obviously, because I didn't tell y'all ahead of time. So for me, I really want to get Miguel's account to diamond, which would advance me to 1-star diamond. So, but when I realized that, it's like that's like at least 6 or 7 coaches this month, which is a lot. But I've done it before, I just haven't done it more recently. So that's kind of my goal. So with that, I would say like hitting Success Club 10 on both of our accounts at least is like my goal. And then so within the business goal, it's, I think, recruiting more coaches this month, which is why I scheduled like I took off of this like video they did in the Transform 20 test group of like 20 action steps. I shared in our group, but I'm doing like a live video challenge. So basically doing a live video every day, which I used to go live all the time and I loved it. And even at Thanksgiving, I saw this girl that like I've only met at the 5K we run every year in Tyler. And we just talk on there. We're Facebook friends now. But she was like, she mentioned like how she used to watch my live and she hasn't seen me in a while. And I thought, man, I need to be going. I know the like algorithm like puts you out there more with live videos. Like I know it works. But just I guess with having 2 kids, sometimes it seems like chaotic or I don't know a topic. I'm like, this is a great time to go live, but I have no idea what to go live about. So this weekend I sat down and I made a list of things, and that really helped me. And I've done it for 3 days, so that's good. And with that same goal is from that same video, it said like if you want to recruit coaches, like instead of challenging yourself this month, instead of doing like 1 coach sneak peek, do 2. So I scheduled 2 this month. So I'm gonna really be pushing that and sharing that more. So that's that.
Cool.
So that would be like my business goal and Success Club points. Personal goal, I think just to get back in the habit of like boundaries. I just feel like it's something I have to like constantly like reiterate with myself as far as like, okay, I'm done with my phone, I'm focused on my kids, or I'm gonna read my book. Reading more. I was doing really well, and then like the past couple weeks, it's just been kind of like scattered. And I can tell when I'm feeling that way because I'm getting like annoyed with my kids, and like it's my fault for not like having a boundary of like being done with something, focusing on them, or something like that. So just having better personal boundaries in my home throughout the day. But yeah, that's fun. Whoever wants to go.
Okay, I'll go. Okay, I'm trying to be quiet. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
My kids like wake up at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
Okay, so my goal for this month, I have not been super active with just business building in general, just because life has been crazy and I've been hurt. So I've felt like I'm not actually doing a lot of the things that I'm like asking people to do. So it's been kind of difficult. But I am going to hop on like pretty strict with the 2B thing, and I want people to follow me because we know it works and we know it's good. And so I'm super excited about the Bible study in general, which has a little bit to do with 2B, but just helping those women. But my business goal for this month is to help 3 people get signed up to work with us. And so Success Club, I would hit 5. I would be at 6, hopefully. But I am personally super excited about the Bible study because I feel like the people that have opened up already are like really thinking about it and digging deep, and just to even have that much interest in it, I feel like as time goes on, it's gonna help change some people's lives. So I'm super excited about that. Oh man, I thought of something that I was gonna do business-wise. Oh, okay, so mine's not quite as specific as going live every day, but I've been watching like trainings, not Beachbody trainings, but just other trainings to help with this and with what I'm doing for Jared's real estate, just like online social media stuff. And so I'm gonna try to grow like real followers, not just adding random people that have 5 friends in common, but trying to grow through like hashtags and people that have the same interests as me. But I've got like this social media calendar that I'm going to try to follow for his business and for mine, just posting different things of value. every day, and I think that's helpful because when I used to do that a little bit more consistently, I feel like people responded well. And one of the things that I heard in one of the trainings was like to give out, not in, and make it about other people instead of about you, which sometimes I get caught up in like telling my story, which I think is helpful, but then like you have to give people value or they're gonna get tired of hearing like about you.
Yeah.
So I guess that's like just trying to grow that with like people who I have genuine interest in common with. And then a personal goal, really need to try to eat well so that my body can heal and just really get back on track with that. And then do better with school at our house. We're struggling.
Y'all homeschool or
We
public
do.
school? Oh, sweet.
We do. I have a daughter that's in 3rd grade, and then one that's 4.5, and then a little boy that's 1.5.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was about to say, oh yeah, she homeschools too. It's something we've been talking about a lot. Her son's in kindergarten at the same time as Xander, basically.
Okay. Awesome.
Chapel would start technically, right? In August?
She'll be 5 at the end of August, so we'll hold her back. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Summer birthday.
Okay. My success club, I was going for 3 challengers by the end of January, and I think my mother-in-law's hopping on. So all the 3 people are going to sign up. It's actually at the very beginning of February. So I think I'll already have Success Club 5 at the beginning of February, which I'm like, cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
So I think practicing the dreaming muscle or setting a goal muscle, because it's really weak for me, would be what you just said, Rachel, 3 more people. So helping 3 more people, whether that's a challenge pack or Shakeology, or so maybe I'm shooting for Success Club 10.
Yeah.
I think it's scary to me, but hey, go big or go home. Here we go. This will be my first month of Success Club anything, because this is my first challenge pack was on February 1st. So that's fun.
Okay, so she did order it. I didn't know if she ever.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So Carol did, and then Reagan still needs to.
Reagan told me she was going to.
Yeah. She is. She is.
Yeah. Sorry, Jamie. It wasn't you. I was with the but they know Reagan and Matt, and her husband did their wedding.
Yeah. Matt was in our youth group.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So now Reagan needs to just cook with us. She could be down here in another box.
Yes. Love it. So yeah, that's Success Club. Business goal would be, I'm kind of trying to figure out how I want to do my challengers in an accountability group. If I want to do Facebook, which that's kind of what I was already thinking, but Facebook isn't necessarily my favorite platform is Instagram, and that's where I have a lot of my followers anyways. And Facebook kind of I get overwhelmed with all of it. So I don't know, just trying to figure out what's going to be the best place, or maybe try both. But it'll be, so my business goal is to kind of get my challenge group. Right now I have one open on Facebook, so trying to get it established there, but also explore my options on could I do an Instagram challenge group? I was talking to my mother-in-law yesterday, and she was like, why not do it? She doesn't really understand all that goes behind it, but she was like, why not do it on Instagram? You could do that. And I was like, maybe I could. So I'm not really, I don't know, exploring that. And then probably more kind of what you said, Britt, about boundaries, as far as the business goes, kind of getting a set, how much time do I want to invest on a daily basis, and can I if it's 30 minutes or an hour, can I stick with it and like find a rhythm? So trying to find a rhythm for the business this month would be really helpful. Personal goal would probably be just like time management overall, the board, like learning. I mentioned this somewhere on Facebook with you, Britt, but like getting up early and making coffee and getting time with the Lord and then getting ready to work out so that when the boys wake up, I can get them on breakfast and maybe do my workout right then. I've been doing workouts at like later in the day, but if I push my like priority stuff to the morning, then maybe I'll have more time later in the day to do second and third stuff. Anyway, so overall personal goal is just like time management and just trying new things or like trying to get a rhythm with across the board, like me time, the boys time, business time.
Yeah.
All the things.
I feel like I run more, like I like to be like free flowing and whatever, but also there's part of me like when I set pretty good boundaries for myself, it just serves me better, you know, like it does serves everyone better. But I was even thinking last night, like how can I, if I wake up at 6 and get work done, I feel like I can wake up at 6 and like I'm like in the mode. Kids start waking up and I'm like, no, I want to work more, you know, and like so I'm just like kind of doing them but kind of finishing. I was like, I just need to set an alarm for like 7:45. And at 7:45, any thoughts that I have or anything I'm still working on, I just make it like a list. It's like then I turn it off, focus on that. And when I come back at like nap time, I know these are the things I can jump back into, and then it doesn't feel so like I'm just leaving something midway or something. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Just trying to find ways to like keep myself accountable to that too. But it doesn't always happen with that. Some mornings I'm like done, but a lot of mornings if I'm like in the middle of something, it's hard to just like be done, I guess. But yeah. Awesome. Those are great goals. I love hearing that and thinking about it, especially I was like, it's the first of the month. So something we wanted to like kind of share this real quick. I did a live video about this last week, but in our group. But basically, something I wanted to start doing is a product spotlight, and mainly it's just like challenging us as coaches to like focus on something specific for the month. And so each month I'll just like put out a different product spotlight. So you can see it in like the banner of our team page. And I focused on Energize this month. So just encouraging y'all to like share about Energize. And I'm not going to recap everything from that video. Basically, I just said like, don't like post pictures of Energize or show, you know, you don't want to like be showing the container a ton. But like, you know, maybe in your shaker cup or, you know, I call mine a different name. I call it Mom Juice. You do that as like a curiosity marketing because then people ask you about it. If they know everything about it just by looking at your picture, they're not going to ask you about it. And so, and just giving like, just sharing things about it in your stories or a post throughout the month and just kind of focusing on sharing that product more. And if you watch the video I did, there were some fun ideas of how to like do it with Valentine's Day too, or maybe like, I really like the idea because one of the reasons why I chose Energize this month is because the fruit punch flavor is coming out on February 19th. You can see that date on the banner as well. But so what I plan to do is when I order it is order it in the sticks, which isn't my favorite because you get more in the canister. But I want to do it to like share it with people and just kind of like count that as an investment in my business this month. And one of the cute ideas someone gave, and I was like, this could be really cute. It's like give like your mom friends like Valentine's Day cards. And I know it's like later though. That's the only thing. I wish we could order it like ahead of time as coaches, but we can't. But you can still do something for later in the month, like something about Love Month or something, you know. And I was thinking like I'm sure you could look up some cute little saying or come up with something about like energy, you know, or like needing mom energy or something, and like attach a cute little like it's probably gonna have pink or red because it's fruit punch. You know, just how cute would that be, and let people taste it and give it to people. But anyways, there's some fun ideas in that video, but just wanted to share like you can jump on with the product spotlight if you want, but it's just kind of a way to like help us instead of just being like all over the place. Sometimes like, let's just focus on this. And that doesn't mean like don't show your Shakeology. We're doing like a love yourself with Shakeology this month. So, but just be like featuring on that, and then hopefully as we do that, more people will be interested in that, and that just helps like raise our PV or get more conversations about products going more naturally and things like that. So I just heard that in a call, and I was like, I love that idea, and I feel like it helps me too. So I wanted to start that. And then just to remember that the Transformer 20 Challenge Pack is on sale all month still. And I also, in the files, I posted like a team calendar. It's in a list form because I just haven't found a good way to make a cute calendar without it taking me like 2 hours on Canva. So I decided I'm not going to try to do that because it overwhelms me. If you know of a website where you can just plug things in better, but on Canva I have to like put the days in for the month, and like it's
you can share a Google Calendar, can't you?
Oh, I think you told me that once. I'm like, why have I not done it on Google Calendar? Yeah, I bet you could.
Works fine for me. I mean, don't.
That's a good idea.
Oh, the flash sale?
Yeah, I need to add it on there. Yeah. So we can. I'm not gonna like. We'll talk about that on this call more, like in like maybe next week. But I am gonna add that onto that calendar. Okay. But if y'all go on there, you can kind of see like I'm like doing a coach sneak peek this week, the 7th, and everyone's welcome to jump in on that. Also, in my live videos, I forgot to tell y'all this. I was going to reach out to y'all. But I put both of y'all down on wanting to interview y'all because a friend gave me the idea of interviewing people. She was specifically talking about like food freedom type things because I really want to focus on helping people with that. Like that's part of the reason why the Bible study is happening. But I was like, why don't I interview people more than that and ask like about coaching, like do a live interview and where we just kind of chat about like your coaching experience. And so I wrote both of y'all down to talk about. And so it's just an idea I've had to like as a live video to share with people, and then have that live video invite them into our coach sneak peek. So if you have people that are interested in coaching that want to join the group for Thursday, I'll be doing a live video and they can join and check it out.
Jamie, you may know the answer to this. I think you can like join lives on Instagram too, which wouldn't be in a group, but that might be
we can
something different to do. Like it might attract somebody different. I don't know. We always do on Facebook, so I was just thinking we could try that.
I wish there was a way that I could go live in both places. I wish I had 2 phones. So I could go live in both places. Because right now I'm going live on Facebook, and then I just like upload my video to Instagram TV, which isn't the same as Instagram Live.
Right.
It's kind of like, I don't know, weird, but I don't want to go live twice.
Yeah.
You can go live like on your computer on Facebook and on your, do you have a,
you can, that works. But I feel like quality of computer live videos is always like slow and like splotchy.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but when I've done it, it's come out like real nasty. So I just haven't done it. But for someone like Jamie, you probably might want to go live on Instagram. For me, I feel like I get a lot of people. I don't know. I feel like a lot of my conversations happen on Facebook, so that's where I should go live. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah,
either higher quality or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, those are there.
Cool.
So we can wrap this up. I just want to spend a second. Do y'all have any questions or thoughts for the month or week?
No.
Okay. Well, I just want to spend a second and just pray about the Bible study and then about Jamie's challenge group that's starting, because that's exciting. And then we'll be done. So I'll pray, but if y'all want to pray too, you can. It doesn't matter. No pressure. But okay, so Lord, we just thank you for time together on Monday mornings. Gonna be honest, I did not want to get out of bed this morning. Probably because I don't have Energizer in my house and I'm moping about it. So I just thank you for other girls that get up and spend time together, talking about our business and our life and encouraging one another. And I just pray that we can have faith in you day in and day out, I just know that you are going to provide, that you want good things for us, that we are your daughters, that you want to provide for us, Lord, but you want us to trust you and have fun along the journey and grow in you as we go. So I just pray, I just feel like because we talked about this, we're just going to feel that pressure to trust him more in the coming days, because that tends to happen to me. So help us to have fun in the places of trusting you and having faith in you. And just remember, that freaking kid's Bible always speaks to me. It's so good. But I just see the picture in that kid's Bible of the Israelites at the Red Sea, and you bring the big cloud to just protect them, and then you split the Red Sea to provide for them. And so I just pray just protection and provision in our lives. And I just pray over these close to 100 women, and I just pray for 100 women, but in the Bible study, that you will help them to engage. Lord, I know sometimes it's easy to join a group and then disengage because life gets in the way. So, Lord, I just pray against distraction for these women, and that they are in there on purpose. You will, the words that are spoken and shared in the readings, Lord, it will be easy for them to get the readings done. It will be a joy for them to go through the questions. It will be fun to interact together. Lord, I pray that there's just, in the 2 weeks we do it, that there's a community built. I pray that you help us all to grow together in that, and that you just bring freedom to people, and you bring just eye-opening, heart-opening things for them, Lord, and you just those places where they failed over and over, and they seem to feel like they can't get a handle on things with food. And just the trap that Satan has us in. So, Lord, I just pray that, and I ask that you bless Jamie 3 and 10 this month, and you just thank you for her faithfulness to trust and believe in you. And I pray that you will just provide just clear ideas on how to run her challenge group in a way that fits her personality, that serves her people well. And I just pray that as we do all this, that we are genuine and loving towards these people, and they feel that they don't feel like it's all salesy from us, but they still are genuine hearts for their freedom and health. There we
go. Yeah, I just got Matthew 11:28-30. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. So, Holy Spirit, I just ask that you would come and fill up Brittany and Rachel and all the ladies watching this video later, that you would come fill us with your rest. We ask for new faith for this month to believe that you're good, that you're steady, that we don't have to muster up enough energy or enough focus, that you love giving us good things, and we can come to you when we're out of energy and when we're weighed down by our own stuff or just our heart for other people, and entrust you to carry us. And I just bless every heart on here to abide with you, Jesus, to take on your yoke and to learn from you. You're gentle and you're humble, and that we would find rest for our souls. We ask for new ideas for business stuff that lines up with heaven, and we bless. We just ask for protection for all of us engaged in the Bible study from just Satan and him wanting to derail us. We say no to that in Jesus' name, and we bind up all his plans to throw us off, and we send them back to hell in Jesus' name, and we loose freedom over our hearts and every woman in the Bible study to encounter the love of God, to encounter his encouragement, his strength. And we say, Holy Spirit, would you release your kingdom in our lives and in every woman who is in that Bible study group, in Jesus' name.
Lord, we just thank you, and I'm blessed this week to be good. And I want to say, last week I shared that I was trying to focus on, boundaries of not looking at all the Instagram accounts of other great coaches or whatever, and getting ideas and really trying to stem my ideas from the Lord. And I'm still trying to sift through this, but there's a Beachbody mentor that's doing a diamond group to help us get to 1-star diamond, and he has been like, he's messaged me, and it's been really helpful and like awesome to like talk to someone from corporate and like get input. And we filled out like a survey of our week, and he suggested this book for me to read, and it's like a mentoring book, and I actually started it, but then I kind of felt like I was just like, even though like he's like in Beachbody in a great place, and like I'm like, oh, that's great, I need to like listen and like get this book and read it and grow. The Lord's like, he's still not like above me and what I'm telling you to do. And so I was like, I actually in the past 2 days have kind of like been sifting through that of like, and I felt like the Lord saying it's not time to read that book yet, you know.
Wow.
I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool. And it's about mentoring, and the Lord's like, I will teach you how to do that. The same way I was talking about, like, he's going to teach me how to run my business. It's like, he's going to teach me. It doesn't have to be, you know, even though this guy is like in Beachbody, and like my first thought was like, oh, if he tells me to read this book, I need to read it. And it's like, no. So,
Sweet.
I don't know. I can share that, but
It's so sweet.
yeah.